Okay, hi everybody. We're going to be starting out in section 1.2 in our textbook. And first we're going to start out with some vocabulary. So first write section 1.2 down, and then you're going to copy down some vocabulary. You're going to write down the notes that you see here on the board. So first, we have numerical expression. Okay, so a numerical expression is a combination of numbers and operations. If I'm going too fast in the video, remember you always can pause me or rewind if you need to. So a combination of numbers and operations. That could be 2 plus 3. That's an example of a numerical expression. It could be 10 divided by 2. Notice for division, you're going to see the fraction bar. Now, you're not really going to see that third grade division sign. These are all examples of numerical expressions. It could be 5 times 2 minus 1 plus 3. Okay, all numerical expressions. Evaluate. When you see in the directions to evaluate, that means you're going to find the numerical value. You're going to be simplifying these. Instead of having 2 plus 3, if that was given to you and it tells you to evaluate, you're going to write 5. 10 divided by 2, you're going to write 5. Then you could evaluate this with multiple operations. Next, order of operations. This is the majority of what this section is about. Order of operations are the rules to follow when evaluating an expression with more than one operation. Okay, there's a certain way to do things in math. In the morning when you get dressed, there's a certain way. We don't put our pants on and then put our underwear on. Okay, our underwear goes first and then our pants, hopefully in most cases. But yes, there's a certain way to do things in math. Okay, certain things that go first. Our order of operations, which I'm going to guess that a lot of you already know. We have PEMDAS. Some of you might remember it as please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. P is parentheses or your grouping symbols. E is exponents. M and D together, multiplication, and multiply or divide from left to right. So sometimes division can come first. Same thing with addition and subtraction. You do addition and subtraction from left to right. So subtraction could come before addition. That's it. So let's go try some examples here. Okay, you can write down the next underneath, now that you've done PEMDAS, the next example will be some examples, is what you're going to write as your little subtitle there. You're going to find the value of each expression. Okay, you're going to write down these examples. What you see on this board is what should be going down into your notebook. 6 plus 8 times 2. All right, according to the order of operations, we do multiplication first. So I'm going to bring down the 6 and the plus. 8 times 2 is 16. Okay? Then the last step that you have to do is 16 plus 6 is 22. Now, your work when you're doing order of operations should simplify so that it's kind of coming down in a triangle with your answer at the bottom point. Okay? You do not need to draw the red lines, but it should look like that. Okay? Next one, we have 24 divided by 8 times 3. We have division and multiplication. However, we do those from left to right, so division is going to come first. 3 times, I try not to use this X that much. You will see it in the book, but we try to use a dot instead. 3 times 3, 9. Okay, let me do a few more with you, and then I'm going to leave you at least one to do on your own. And we'll go over it tomorrow in class. Parentheses come first. 5 times, with the parentheses, 4 plus 6 is 10, minus 7 times 7. Now I'm going to look, okay, this means multiplication, this means multiplication. So from left to right, I do the multiplication. This is 50. 7 times 7 is 49, and I bring down my subtraction. 50 minus 49 is 1. Okay, now we have brackets. Those are grouping symbols. Inside our brackets we have parentheses, so we bring down the bracket, we do inside the parentheses 18 minus 6 is 12, plus just mean multiplication. 2 times 4. 3, bracket, because we have to do everything here first. Multiplication comes before addition, so 12 plus 8. 3 times, we still have this bracket, 12 plus 8, 20. 3 times 20, 60. And there you're done. Okay. I'm going to leave number 6 for you. Okay, so you're going to do this problem. I'm going to do number 5 with you. So let's do 5 first, then you can pause, do number 6, and keep going with the video. There's a little bit more left. This big thing, this is your fraction bar. We're separating a numerator and denominator. Fraction also can mean division. So first we're going to do the top. Let's see. 80 over. Subtract the bottom. That would be 5. Okay, right? Let me just make sure. 80 divided by 5. Let me just confirm that before. And it's kind of cool. This program has a calculator coming up. 80 divided by 5. Just so I don't make a mistake. Good. We have 16 equals 16. Let me pull my yellow box down. 16. Okay. You're going to try number 6. I know it looks a little hard. I have faith that you can do it. Last bit. Translating phrases into expressions. Please notice that all this is the same each slide. I just keep the section at the top as well as the objective. You don't have to copy it every time. Alright, so our next little title is Translating Phrases into Expressions. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and there are words that go with each one of these operations. So you need to write them all down. Words for addition are plus, some, more, increased by, more than. Words for subtraction that you need to know are difference, less, less than, minus, decreased by. Division, divided and quotient. Multiplication, times, and product. 2 that are a little tricky with all these words are more than and less than, because they will make you switch the order, and I'll show you an example in a minute, but these 2 make you switch the order. Alright, now we're going to do some examples. Number 1, we're going to translate each numerical expression. The quotient of 18 and 6. Quotient means division. 18 and 6. 18 divided by 6. We don't use the 3rd grade symbol. 9 less than 30. This is where I was talking about less than is important. Less than means to switch the order. What that means is these 2 numbers are going to kind of switch orders when you write them in. It's going to actually be 30 minus 9. Okay, 9 less than 30 is how that sentence reads. But this is how you write the numerical expression. Alright, I'm going to end with this number 3 here. The sum of 9 and 5. Sum means add. 9 and 5. 9 plus 5. You keep it in the order that is given in the sentence unless it's a less than or a more than problem. That's it. Have a good night.